Welcome to a new week. Lots of changes are coming this week, so be sure to watch and listen to our video very carefully. Whether or not you are a returning student, please note that students are only allowed to attend school on your assigned days. Dorothy Peacock is a closed campus, which means that visitors are not supposed to be on school grounds during school hours unless the office is aware. This doesn't include drop-off or pickup when parents are allowed to be on campus without the office being aware of every specific case. Because of the stringent health and safety protocols we must take, students are not permitted on campus unless it's their scheduled day, just to be abundantly clear. We appreciate your respect of this rule in advance. For returning students, Mr. Davids compiled a great video outlining the health and safety protocols for entering the school each day. We'll share Mr. Davids' video link below. As you can imagine, things look quite different. There will be a lot of hand washing, so be prepared for that. And note that I will be the teacher that's returning on Mondays and Tuesdays, so I'll be with the grade 7s group on that day, and Mrs. Driver will be taking on the Friday group. Mrs. Driver and I sent out an email to students attending in our respective divisions about class and school supplies that you need to bring with you. Be sure to bring these supplies in your backpack each day that you're assigned to be here, and double check that you have the whole list. This is super important so we can go through with our plans as we've created them. Throughout the month of June, remote learning continues to be our main focus, but since I am the teacher in for 2 full days with students, I will be unavailable to support you during those times. There will be no office hours on Mondays or Tuesdays, but your work will continue to be pushed out to you on those days. Please leave me a message on Teams if you have any questions, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Please keep in mind that Mrs. Moore can also support you. Send her a chat if you have a question that needs answering right away, or depend on another adult to support you with that until I'm available full-time on Wednesday again. My focus when I do respond is going to be for Genius Hour projects first. There are plenty of people I'm focused on moving along with this project, and that is my priority since it's our last major project of the grade 7 year. More on this in a minute. June 12th continues to be our deadline for regular schoolwork, and that is now only 10 school days away. Please check the checklists that have been updated each week. There are many of you who have a ton of outstanding work from this remote learning term. In fact, only 3 kids completed all of the tasks last week, so I really need you to go check to make sure that you are finished the things you think you're finished, and also to let me know when you finish something from a previous week. I am not stalking old assignments to find out if you spent Saturday night or Monday evening doing something, because I also have a family and a life that I need to attend to. Please let me know when you complete something. This is on you. I have reminded you several times in several mediums. In fact, I've been chasing people on Teams chat and everything. Please go check. This is your responsibility. This will prepare you for high school, by the way, because you're not going to have 8 teachers chasing you for all of your outstanding work next year. Please take responsibility for this. Just a reminder that check-in tasks and a meaningful conversation with your spirit buddies are also indeed part of our community and social emotional learning that we're supposed to provide throughout the remote learning experience. They are assignments that we track. Please check in with your spirit buddies and try to have a meaningful conversation. If I notice that you're always the one answering questions and they're not answering, yes, you'll be credited. But if I notice that all you are all doing is coming in and saying, "Hi, how are you?" and that's your conversation, that's not meaningful. I'm looking for you guys to speak with each other, to work through some assignment kinks with each other, to check in with how things are going, and learn a little bit about what another person in the class is doing. This not only keeps you on track, especially when we're in person, that really worked well. This is, for some of you having a hard time translating to this remote piece, you need to do your due diligence to ask those questions so the conversation is meaningful for you. Even when the term deadline is over, Genius Hour is going to continue afterward, as this is your major final project for your grade 7 year. What to expect through this month is that all the other things are going to taper back a little bit, and the focus will be solely on Genius Hour. Last week, students were assigned to complete their first journal checkpoint for the project. Thank you once again to those who've completed their work. I have left you audio feedback on these assignments. Please give this a listen so you may improve it when you take on this week's journal checkpoint number 2. You don't have to go back and revise checkpoint 1. To be clear, I want you to take the feedback and apply it to this week's work. If you didn't receive feedback, it was because you have not completed the journal checkpoint number 1 stage. Okay, you need to let me know ASAP when you do complete that stage so I can open up checkpoint number 2 for you. For those of you who still haven't even made it into the checkpoint 1 stage, you need to meet with me at some point this week to be catching up, and I will be in touch with you. Document your work daily inside of these checkpoint journals, including photos. It will help your presentation later. So don't skimp on the photos and the videos piece. That is a major part of documentation. The writing is important, and a lot of you really grew in the reflective writing this week. Now I want you to put those two things together. Take photos of the process and have that reflective piece to show what you learned along the way. More information will be coming soon regarding presentations. Mrs. Moore and I are meeting this week to finalize things, so you should expect some correspondence from us on what a presentation might look like either late this week or early next week, so stay tuned for that. Last week, you were assigned a grade 7 farewell slide assignment. This is due this Friday, June 5th. I really need you all to have these in on time to us so that we can compile the grade 7 slideshow for your farewell. We will be having a virtual viewing later this month with those slides in it. We will chase you for these, so just be aware that if you don't finish them by June 5th, we're probably going to find you, but you make our jobs a lot easier if you hand them in on time. That's it for this week. Looking forward to seeing so many of you in class this week. And for those I don't get to see, I'm so sorry. It just didn't work out for me to be the teacher on your day. And I will miss all of you that are also choosing to stay home and work only remotely. Either way, I'll see everybody online and some of you in person.